What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey. We down here to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I watched it this morning. I saw a clip this morning on on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, let me go watch it." So I got on my I got my little walk, went for my walk, took my notes, watch watched what do you call it, New Jersey Housewives, and then I took notes. And I have to say this. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Let me know you stopped by. Let me tell you something. I hate to break it to you. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. Teresa, she could go. She was not missed this episode. I mean, they did talk about her, and she did talk about him. But I mean, that's natural. I mean, the siblings, they're still trying to get over their situation. They're not over it based on how what's his name reacted, Joe Gorga reacted to that. He's not over it. He's not over what happened. You chose your man over your brother, and your man did all of these awful things to your brother. He stiffed your brother out of the pizza place thing. I don't know. I don't know the details of the pizza place thing, but it sounds like it was a bad deal. Then after he starts investigating them. That's too much. That's too much. You're first of all, we don't none of us know. Teresa don't even know who you are. None of us know who you are. And you come into this family, we trust you enough to do business with you. Then you stiff us on the business, taking pictures and stuff. This is supposed to be a family business. Why are you like taking the lead and acting like Joe is not involved in any way? This is like literally an idea for your to in honor your parents or your father. And then this man comes in who nobody knows. I can't wait to see that scene where Teresa is like outside. They show it in like the clip. I'm almost out of this, but I'll be trying to get the last of it. Where they show the clip and Teresa's outside. She's outside. She's outside with her arms crossed, and it's something about some money and Louis. So they're compatible, she said. So that's what she said on this episode. We're compatible. Oh, you are? Okay. You see her refer to herself as Teresa Judice when they got out of the argument? Because we didn't review last week. The Fudas met Teresa and Louis. Louis doesn't say anything. He doesn't say a word. Teresa does all the talking, digs herself deeper. John wants an apologize. It was a continuation from last week. And we didn't review last week. Oh, shout out to everybody who came out to both of the lives this weekend. Still trying to get it together. Yeah, YouTube has a new way of doing lives. I guess they're trying to copy Instagram and TikTok. And you can go live. You can actually go live with other people where the screen will be split on YouTube. You can do that. So that's really cute. So I'm trying to get over the weirdness of going live. I think it's just such a weird thing. I don't know. It's the voyeur thing is a little weird to me. It's a little fascinating. It's a little interesting, but it's a little weird to me at the same time. And so I went live each day this weekend, hour and a half on one, hour and 40 minutes on one day, and about 2.5 hours on Sunday. And we're just sitting here talking about different things. There's a lot of stuff going on the weekend as it relates to like TGIF and stuff like that. So we were talking about that. Kenya, of course, we were talking about that. People in the comments fussing and arguing, team twirl in the comments, snatching edges and stuff. So it was really fun. So I'm gonna do it more. I'm a probably the first device I was doing it on my laptop, but when I connect I mean, I could do it on my laptop and the audio would be good if I connected a different microphone. And I have another microphone. I have another microphone. I think it's over there. And so if I connect the other microphone, the sound quality will be way much better. The first one, the sound quality was really bad because it was actually coming. I was using my earpiece as the mic, so that's the reason why it sounded so horrible. And then, you know, a lot of y'all don't like the vertical, especially in YouTube, because YouTube, we're used to seeing a horizontal image come across our screen. Vertical is typically for like the shorts and stuff like that, but they're making the feature now so where you can go live. And to me, felt really comfortable in that way. It feels a little bit more closer, more personal. This feels a little bit more professional in a way. The other one was like real close, and like you can see all of this part. You can see because I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. So yeah, so we had a good time and I'm getting comfortable. Actually, the next day I was like, oh, I want to go live again. So I was like, okay, let's do it again. And I think we will keep those type of lives for literally nothing to talk about, like literally no agenda. Y'all come with the agenda, come with the topics, and then we can chit chat a little bit or whatever. So I don't know about organized lives where I'm like with like a top. I don't know. I guess we could do that because I just have to do more preparation. And when it's time for me to prepare and I feel like, I don't know, I rebel against preparation, even though I think you should be prepared for a lot of things and different things. There's some things that I like to do for fun. And I feel like if I prepare for it, it takes the fun out of it. And then I don't want to do it anymore. This feels like work. I don't want to do it anymore. So I rebel against stuff like that. Like somebody was like, Erica, do you think about having a book club? No, that's like too much. Like I don't feel like being responsible for people. I don't feel like answering no technical questions. Somebody was like, Erica, the sound. I just put in the comments, please contact technical support. Girl, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. And then the person who said, I don't even know why I asked you that because I'm not even a joiner. Right. I'm not a joiner either. Like I would love to do a book club, but it's like, if you're going to come, you can come. Girl, we're going to do the book club at 10 o'clock on Saturday. If you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. This is the book we're going to read, girl. If you there, you there. You not, you not. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to do none of that stuff. And I did think about like doing a Patreon, getting a Patreon up again, and thinking about that. If I do, it'll be the same price that it was the last time. I think it was $4.44 the last time. And maybe we'll do like not a book club. I don't want it to sound like we're joining anything, but just like bring your book, girl. Let's talk. I don't know. Bring your book, girl, book club. I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to organize. I don't want to send out invites. I don't want to remind anybody. I don't want to have to send a bunch of people a link and everybody click the link and come in at this. I don't want to do none of that. I want everybody to like be like, this is something you want to do on your own. You don't have to join. You don't. But this is where we're gonna be on this day, and we're gonna be talking about this book. So go get the book, girl. And on this day, this is when we're gonna talk about it. Because YouTube for me is fun. Like it's fun. This is fun for me. And when I feel like I'm starting to get like work, it loses me. So that's how I feel. Anyway, so back to Real Housewives of New Jersey. So we had a good time over the weekend. If you haven't watched the lives, go and check them out. They're pretty fun. We had a good time laughing. Yesterday we was talking about when I tell you we talked about everything. We talked about everything from schizophrenic burgers to Red Lobster. What did I say? Schizophrenic burgers, schizophrenic brothers. Did I say brothers? I don't know. I sounded like I said burgers. I'm not girl, and I haven't touched a piece of flour, honey. Um, we talked about schizophrenic brothers. We talked about chain restaurants. We talked about Red Lobster. We talked about Cheesecake Factory. We talked red. I didn't know that red velvet was just chocolate, red chocolate, and it's red because of the beet sugar when there was a sugar shortage. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that, and we talked about that yesterday. I did not know red velvet was chocolate. I had no idea. I just be eating it like, what's good? This cream cheese. This cream cheese frosting is good. That's how I be, honey. But yeah, so Real Housewives of New Jersey was pretty good. I watched it once and I was taking notes at the same time. Yeah, Jackie is a loser. Shout out to T with Dre and the Brooke Ashley. Everybody, girl, you a loser and you a slurricane loser. She was so drunk at that damn party. You see how she fell over that thing, Melissa? You need to put something right there because you're gonna have a lawsuit on your hand. When she fell, I was like, ooh, it's a new house. People don't know your house, but where there are steps, everybody knows that. Put a step there or put like a little ramp when you're having parties. Put a little ramp there so nobody's stepping over things, especially as much as y'all be drinking at these parties. Because Jackie bit the fucking dust, and Rachel and Danielle was over there like, girl. That shit was so funny. I was like, keep the new girls. They was like, she just ate shit. I was trying not to laugh. That was so fucking authentic to me because they was really like, girl, she just ate shit. It was cute. Jackie, ooh, baby, this is so good. Jackie is really acting like a loser, and then you slurring, and then you mad at the wrong people. You such a fucking lame. I was like, Jackie, no, not you a lame. And it almost seems like Jackie is like, okay, this is what it seems like. You know how when you have a group of friends, whatever the gender, sexuality, doesn't matter. You have a group of friends, and there's always one that kind of has insecurities about the rest of the friend group. But she's cool, and we kind of pet her, and she's, sensitive, and stuff like that. But she has feelings about some of the girls in the group, some insecurities that she projects. And she hasn't had the balls or the pussy to be able to say it to you. So she does things passive aggressively to you, like Jackie's doing to Margaret. It was passive aggressive for her not to give Margaret the book. She's trying to prove something to herself, and Margaret is the scapegoat. Because, as I know, a lot of y'all don't really care for Margaret, but what Margaret did, baby, that sniper move that she did at the end, that's my girl. She said, bitch, I'm about to get you. and and she sent Joe to do it. She was like, here's the ammunition. Joe was like, and then the people online talking about Joe's such a, calling Joe names. I said, oh, y'all don't know what it's like to have your husband be the getaway driver? Honey, you don't know what it's like for you to lay it down, and then your husband executes the shot. Y'all don't know what it's like. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're on a team of one like Jennifer Aiden. I'm sorry. Sorry you can't get your husband to put his fucking usefulness into action, girl. Make yourself useful. Send this to Jackie. Send this to Dolores while she's talking to Jackie, while Jackie is over there slurring in her face. Bitch, you over there slurring in Jackie and fucking Dolores's face. I'm so glad Margaret did what she did. Bitch, send this to her. She just said it a couple of days ago, within the last week, because they film an episode a week. So last week was the damn charity event. Dolores posted a picture, didn't tag Jackie. Jackie is upset about it. Jackie is upset about it. She doesn't tell Dolores. She fusses to Margaret about it. I thought you was mad at Margaret. You didn't give Margaret your book, but you gave it to Melissa. Then when Melissa mentions something outside of the book, you tell Melissa, I know what you're doing. Girl, it's your book. Well, the book's not out. Bitch, it's in your book. You said Teresa made you relapse. Now you up in her face, kissing her ass. Girl, you was a lame. You a lame, Jackie. And she comes off like I finally got the balls to do it, and I'm not gonna back down from you. I'm not gonna back down from you, Margaret. And Margaret's like, back down why? Like, that's the behavior. She didn't say that, but that's the behavior. Like, I'm gonna show you I'm not your flunky, girl. That's some shit you done made up in your head. You think you're my flunky. So now you over there kissing the village idiot's ass? You gonna be like Jennifer Aiden? You gonna be the flunky to the village dummy? Okay, girl, have at it. Go off. Do it, girl. Do it. Don't fall. Don't trip. Jackie is whack to me. Sorry. I tried to do it with Jackie, and I noticed what she's doing. It's like somebody, like you're finally getting to stand up to someone who in your head you've felt like like you're a minion to them. Like she told Margaret, Margaret said, I championed for you. I championed for you, is what Margaret said. You made it seem like all of my success is due to you. Bitch, I'm the one who championed for you. I'm the one who pushed you and encouraged you and supported you. And then when you get the book, you give it to everybody else but me. Margaret has a right to feel a certain way about that. She doesn't know that Jackie is trying to prove to herself that she can stand up to Margaret. Margaret don't even know what the fuck is going on. Bitch, what you got to stand up to me for? I've been supporting you this whole time. Where is this coming from? Oh, like Margaret said, that's your insecurities, my dear. Because I've never made you feel like that. And if you feel like I've made you feel a certain way, that's something that you're internalizing, because me supporting you and encouraging you to write your book and tell your story, you think that I'm trying to take credit for your success? That's so crazy, girl. You's a loser, bitch. You are a loser. And not only that, you're trying to prove to me that you don't have to maintain loyalty to me. You're trying to prove something by not maintaining loyalty to Melissa and Margaret, who have been there for you, and going to align with Teresa to prove something to yourself and using Melissa and Margaret as scapegoats. That's what Jackie is doing. They don't even know, like, bitch, why do you have a problem with us? We didn't even do nothing to you. But she's the one that made you relapse. Melissa, stop. I know what you're doing. Yes, I'm reminding you, bitch, because you seem to have forgotten. You have seemed to forgotten that this girl made you relapse. You wrote about it in your book. I don't know what's going on. I just slapped this thing out here. You get it. Teresa does not have to be on the show. She had 2 scenes. One scene was a haircut for the boy, the haircut, the haircut people came to the house. And the second scene was Gia moving in with her boyfriend, and a little bit about Danielle going to Melissa's party and hoping Danielle doesn't talk about her because she gave her the oven mitts. And that's how that came up. And that's it. That's all Teresa gave us. And then somebody's like, yeah, and her scene was still better. You're delusional and you're a liar, and whatever drugs you're on, I hope that you come off of them, quickly and expeditiously, because your takes are whack. Somebody on Twitter said that Teresa's scenes were better than everybody else's, and in that short amount of time. That's how I know you lying. You lying. Shout out to T with Dre. He said, now Jackie is upset about the Instagram tag. This is such loser behavior. Her being in the group isn't making sense anymore. Chop, and I'm happy Dolores clocked her. Baby, when I tell you Dolores and Margaret gagged the shit out of that hoe, and the fact is, and this is what was crazy. Let me read my notes. Let me go over my notes so I make sure I catch everything. When I need money laundered, I'll call you. He's fucking with the wrong Teresa Giudice. That's not even your last name anymore, Dodo. You dummy. You're married. Your last name is Ruelas. He's fucking with the wrong Teresa Ruelas. It doesn't roll off the tongue like Teresa Giudice does. It's too many goddamn syllables. Ruelas, girl. Judice. It's the same amount as syllables, but it doesn't roll off the tongue like Teresa Giudice does. It doesn't. Judice. Ruelas. No. She got Blue Label, so everybody knows Nono loved to drink Blue Label Johnny Walker. Loved it. So Teresa gives Rachel a bottle of Blue Label to take to the housewarming party. After they get into the argument, she says, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking that shit. I'm leaving it. So she left it. Fucking Teresa ends up giving it to Dolores, and Dolores brings it. Melissa was like, how did this get here? Because I don't trust the bitch. It might have an air tag on it. It might be bugged. I don't trust that hoe. And bitch, I thought we didn't exist to you. And all of a sudden, you want to send a peace offering? There's 2 things. It could be a silent peace offering. Like, here, this is something, this holds sentimental value for both of us. You're my brother. I still love you. I know I said those things. And I don't know what she wrote in the letter because, baby, Joe Gorga threw it in the fire. He don't even want to read the letter. I don't want nothing from her. Melissa got the Johnny Walker, and she was like, okay, we're gonna put it with the rest of them. Don't worry about it. Read the letter later. And he burned the letter. I wonder what the letter said. I wonder if she was like, this is a peace offering. I love you. You're my brother. You know, I would never, blah, blah, blah. I know we have our issues. I know we're not in a good place right now, but, please take this as a peace offering. Whenever you're ready to talk, I'm here. Baby, I could teach you. I chat GPT a motherfucking apology for y'all real quick. I could give you a good apology. I'm really good at composing, like how to apologize to someone, take accountability, give them the space to accept it, not try to pressure them to talk to you, and just give them the space. I really feel like Teresa was probably sending a peace offering to her brother in that way. Like, it's literally what No used to drink. And that is what triggered Joe. He was like, she knows what this symbolizes. And you really fucked me over as a sister. You really took this man's side. You really allowed him to fuck us over. We were supposed to have a family business. I don't know what the fuck this guy is doing. And now he's sending investigators after me. Like, you letting your husband investigate your brother. You're out of order, bitch. You're out of order. You're out of order, bitch. We need to be investigating his ass. That's who we need to be investigating. We need to do background checks on Louis while Louis doing background checks on everybody else. That's the truth. He didn't speak. He didn't speak at all. Danielle had a short scene with her talking about New York Fashion Week. Melissa's getting ready for the party. Dolores is talking about Gabby being a vet. I think my son is interested in becoming a vet. He told me he really wants to do stuff with animals. But anyways, that's what I told him. I told you he wants to work down at the PetSmart, but they told him he had to be 18 to do the dog. He wants to dog sit on the weekends. When people drop their dogs off. He wants to do that, but I think they told him he had to be 18. He was really bummed out. But anyways, I told him to go work at a shelter. Let's see if he could volunteer at a shelter just to at least get the experience. But we'll see. Anyways, but yeah. So we talked about Gabby being a vet, and she's really, focused on that. Frank, baby, I tell you, the motherfuckers love building houses for their women. Frank built Dolores a house. Now he built Brittany a house, and he's gonna propose there. Now, this is what I said on Twitter. Paulie is smart and he's slick, but he's smart. He's telling Dolores, he basically told Dolores that, because he's not divorced yet, right? And so everybody keeps asking, and it's getting cringy at this moment that every time you see Paulie, you're asking him, when is he gonna marry Dolores? Stop. He basically told Dolores that he wants to go into business with her, and that's the way he's going to express his commitment to her. It's the same thing as getting married. Do y'all think it's the same? I think it's the same thing. I tell y'all, don't go, if you wouldn't go in business with the man you think you want to marry, if you wouldn't go into business with him, don't marry him. If you wouldn't go into business with them, don't marry them. Because marriage is a business. It's effectively the same thing. Like, if we start a business together or we get married, it's literally the same thing. Except for like in terms of like rights, like as husband and wife, or as domestic partners, or as marital partners, however you want to call it. But it's typically, we're going down, we're getting a business license. We're both partners on this business. Here's the name of the business, and this is how we're going to operate the business. A marriage is the same exact thing. So that's what he's doing. He's telling her, the way to show you that I'm committed to you, let's go into business together. But did you catch Gabby? Gabby is a shady bitch. She was like, oh, you want Dolores to be your office manager? Did you hear her? Right. You trying to put my mom, you trying to go into business and have her be the damn manager of the business, like women are in their own businesses. You're the house manager, right, of your home. You manage the finances. You take care of the accounts receivable, right, and the accounts payable, right? Yeah, it's the same thing. Same thing. Same thing. So and they live together. They're running a business together, and it'll probably be easier to dissolve the business, or just about the same kind of thing. Because remember when Martell and Melody got a divorce, they dissolved all their little businesses they had together. All of them dissolved. because we're no longer in the business of marriage, so we don't need to be in any kind of other business together. And the word on the street is the gossip. The chismes is that motherfucking Paulie and his wife have strip clubs or brothels, is what they said. And they're in business together and they don't want to dissolve the business and the marriage. I don't understand. Just do a transfer. Just transfer the business outside of the marriage into another. Can't they just do that? I feel like they can do that. And so they can get a divorce and still own the business together if they still want to be in business together, if that's the case. I don't see the problem. And I don't even think Dolores would care if he still ran a business with her. What do y'all think? Anyways, so that's it. Rachel was talking about her daughter needing physical therapy because she wasn't crawling or walking when she thought she would, and she had her little walker. It was so cute. It was so cute. So she said she's in physical therapy because the little baby wasn't walking. She said she's never going to be like Teresa. Melissa is preparing for the party. Margaret is getting ready. Margaret is talking to Joe and telling him that she doesn't understand why Jackie is acting like what happened with Teresa never happened, and that it's fucking weird the way she's acting. It is weird. And it's like, why are you? My whole thing is this energy that you have for Margaret and nobody knows why. Can somebody please in the comments tell me what has Margaret done to Jackie? And maybe it's something that happened off camera and they're not talking about it. Like the thing with Jennifer Aiden and Joe Gorga, they have an issue with each other. It didn't happen. It happened when they were at BravoCon. I'm like, I don't even know what happened between them because nobody is even explicit in they're not explaining and being clear on like what's the problem, what happened. So Jackie, what has Margaret done to you that you have to prove to her that you don't have to give her the book and she's not the reason for your success and all of this weird stuff? And it's like, girl, where are you getting that from? And why do you feel like you have to prove that you're not Margaret's minion when Margaret never you placed yourself there? And you're using Margaret as a scapegoat and she doesn't even know why you're acting like that. And I think that's the reason why Margaret's like, the bitch is psychotic. She's what she called her, an insecure, psychotic bitch. I think that's what she called her at the end. Because, girl, what? Why are you so mad at me? I haven't done nothing to you. And I feel like it's something that Jennifer is not saying. Or maybe she's too chicken shit to say, since I've been your friend, this is how I felt. And I had to prove to myself that I am not your minion. You've never made me feel like a minion, but I feel like one. Same way with Giselle. She felt like somebody did something to her and nobody did anything to her. Nobody. Chris didn't do nothing to her. That's how she felt. And now he's being scapegoated because you felt a certain way about a situation that you had boundaries for yourself. You allowed somebody to cross those boundaries and now he's the scapegoat for you not maintaining your boundaries. Same thing with Jackie. Jackie, whatever you have against Margaret is some shit you made up all on your own. And Margaret doesn't understand why. And now she's mad at you and she has a right to be mad at you because bitch. So now you over there smiling in Dolores's face. Bitch, let me send Dolores a text message. And then somebody online was like, well, why didn't she tell her then? Because if a girlfriend is mad at another girlfriend in a friend group and she was like, that bitch is fucking slob. Fuck that bitch. I'm so fucking mad at her. She did that shit intentionally. Fuck that. That shit, she's a slob and I hate her. That's what she said. I don't need to tell her that. But now you smiling in her face, slurring and shit. Bitch, Joe, send this to Dolores and let me send this to Dolores. And tell her to check her phone. Dolores is like, I'm checking on my dog. Oh, what's this? You call me a slob? I said, yes, get ass. Get her. I love to see Margaret and Dolores do that. That was so good. She said, stop trash talking me all over the place. That's what Margaret is saying about Jackie. Jennifer, she's getting ready. She is saying that she's going to go to Melissa's party. It's a little awkward because she hasn't said anything to Joe Gorga. She reminds Bill not to leave her side. You know, that's an issue that she has. Because she's usually a team of one. Like what Margaret and Joe got going on. Bill Aiden probably wouldn't do that for Jennifer Aiden. That's what the people don't like. They act like Joe is like your man. See, I think y'all so used to serving men that when you see a man serving his wife, you really like it's a little bit, you malfunction, a little bit of smoke comes out of your neck because y'all are used to being mules, team of one, right? Because Jennifer Aiden's always like, oh, you be on my team. Well, don't leave me. Don't leave my side, right? And Margaret's like, here, let me send this to Dolores. Joe, tell her, look at her phone. And that's what she did. Don't leave my side. Teresa said, just don't talk about me. The thing with Lena wanted to bring that other person that was friends with Margaret, and Danielle was like, I didn't want that. So I don't even know why you would want to bring her. Why would you be cool with somebody who talks shit about me? Jennifer's angle is she feels like Danielle is acting entitled and elitist, and that she shouldn't act like this homegirl couldn't be in the VIP. Jennifer wanted homegirl to be in the VIP because homegirl wanted to bring Margaret's other friend, right? Jennifer is a little busybody, but she doesn't stand in her shit, and that's what I don't like. Be like, you that all of that. You're a busybody. You don't have nothing else to do, and throughout your day, you wanted to call some shit. You wanted Lena to bring the Heather. What was the girl's name? What was the girl's name she wanted her to bring? I put her name in here. I thought I put her name in here. I did. Laura. Laura. Yeah, I was like, girl, no. So she wanted her to be there, but she doesn't like that Danielle is acting entitled and elitist. You don't treat people like that. Okay, Jennifer. So they get to the housewarming party. The house is nice. It's decorated nice. It's designed nice. The only thing that she needs to do is from the outside to the inside. You need to fix that ramp because you need to fix that ramp. Put a little threshold over. I mean, put a ramp over the threshold. Um, they have a nice spread. The house is nice. Margaret shows up. Villa Gorga. Who called it Villa Gorga? I think that was Nate. Or no, that was Joe Fuda. The Fuda show up. I love when Joe told John Fuda, "What's up, Hollywood?" That was cute. I love to see the guys there. um they don't want the Johnny Walker, the Boo label, because it might have an air tag. It might be bugged. We don't know. It's weird. You're fake. Why are you giving us this when you said last year that we weren't going to be here anymore? Like, you're fake. Get out of here. I love that Melissa is finally getting to say the things that she's been wanting to say to Teresa, about Teresa, in her interviews. Like, she has been waiting to not give a fuck, to actually be able to express that she doesn't give a fuck about Teresa. So shout out to Melissa. I know she's been waiting a long time to be able to be like, I don't fucking care. I think she's fake. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. So I'm glad she's actually able to do that now. Teresa's making meatballs. That's about it. It was a bottle for my brother, but you don't like your brother, right? You don't care about your brother, right? You don't want your brother on the show, right? Okay, so that's it. So that was in what end of Teresa. Um, Joe was not happy with. He was like, they feel like it's an olive branch, but he was like, no, is that how the way that you treat me? You're giving me a symbol of something that our father used to drink. You're giving me a symbol of our father, basically. But at the same time, the way that you're acting, the way that we're acting with each other, our parents would not like it. And that's been like the theme forever, right? Our parents wouldn't like this, but now that they're dead, it's like it's just you two. It's literally just you two. And it's like, y'all don't speak. And why? Because of your husbands. Every single time I've had conflict with your husbands, every single time. I think with Joe Giudice, it was different because they actually grew up together. So it was a little different. Like, it was almost like brothers, honestly, that they would fight and then they would be cool, but they still have this issue with each other. They really don't really like each other. I feel like that's Joe and Joe. But with Louis, it was different because you're this new guy. We don't know who you are. We don't know where you come from. We try to do business with you. You do bad business, and then you start investigating us. Who the fuck is you, nigga? Like, no. Mm-mm. No. Um, Danielle is pissed because she doesn't know. Rachel is pissed because she doesn't appreciate the way that Teresa was acting like she cared about John Fuda's. She's acting like she cared so much about John Fuda's ex and the mother of the son. Aiden or Jaden, I think his name is Jaden. And she was like, no, I'm his mother. That is not his mother. I'm his mother. And you act like you don't even know this fucking. That's the part that I don't like that they do on these reality shows. Y'all don't know these people, and you're like, well, I don't want to say anything disrespectful about the boy's mother. That's not his mother. Yes, she gave birth to him, but that's not. I'm raising him. I'm his mother, bitch. That's not his mom. And why do you have so much? Why do you care about her? You don't even fucking know her. Like, that's weird. And I'm with Rachel. Like, bitch, that's fucking weird. You don't know that bitch. You are going up for that woman, getting information from that woman, coming to the show with that information. And then when we're dragging you about it, you act like you want to protect her. You don't know that fucking lady. All you know about her is she has some tea on my husband, some old cold tea. That he sold drugs when he was 17 years old, and then you want to come out and say he's the biggest drug dealer in Bergen County, and you want to act like you care so much. Girl, fuck you, Teresa. I'm with the Fudas on it. I'm with them on it. This is not a Teresa Stan page at all. Jackie's 2 cents is annoying. Shut up, Jackie. Like, the way that Jackie is trying to make people feel like they need to, like, understand where Teresa is coming from. Girl, shut up. I don't understand. Like, Jackie, go home. Go home. Evan, sorry. You got to go with her. Sorry. Bye. Both of y'all. Get on. Ugh. It's so annoying. It's just so, like, secondhand embarrassment. It really is. The men should talk on their own. Jackie said that Rachel wouldn't make amends with Teresa because Melissa and Marge are in her ear. Margaret was like, what did she say? She said what? Margaret was like, what did she say? Okay, let me make sure. She said that Jackie said that Rachel wouldn't make amends with Teresa because Melissa and Marge are in her ears. You know what? I'm about to go say something to that bitch right now. Margaret said, excuse me, why would you say that? Oh, because I really finished. Jackie, shut your drunk ass up. Shut up. Shut your ass up. Why would you say that? Because you're the one that said that you relapsed before because of Teresa. Now you're telling somebody, oh, they trying to stay in your ear so you will be mad at Teresa. Why? Because you're a loser that allows people to put batteries in your back? Is that what it is? And you wrote a book and now the battery's not in your back, and now you're going against the people who supported you to prove something that to them that you internalized yourself, that they didn't even know that they did to you? Girl, shut the fuck up. Get your drunk ass out of here, Jackie. You and your clutch purse. Bye. Get out of here. Girl. She said, you insinuated that all my success was due to you. And then Margaret said, that's your insecurities. And then she said, because you said that you championed me. And then you said something about the relationship with my mom. Bitch, that was last week. That was last week at the damn baseball game. Why didn't you give me your book? Before last week, before me saying that I championed you, and before me saying that something about your mom not having the book before me, before that, bitch. So you mad about what happened last week? The same last week where you called Dolores a slob for not tagging you in an Instagram post. You want to be included so bad. Go over there with the meatballs and the haircuts. Go over there Since it's so cracking over there and you got to prove to everybody you're not afraid of Teresa and you could be friends with Teresa. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Jackie, but I'm over it. I am. I think it's whack and I think she's a loser. A loser. You're mad because I'm friends with Teresa. Girls, if that is what it feels like, you want to be friends with Teresa to spite Margaret. That's what it's feeling. That's like that. That's what just popped into my head. You want to prove something that you can be friends with Teresa to spite Margaret. Margaret doesn't even know, like, why are you doing all this? It's ridiculous. Danielle and Jennifer go off to the side. I don't like the elitist behavior. Who is she to sit with us? She blew my hair out once. I don't fucking know her. It was a safety issue. I threw her out. Lena wanted to bring Margaret's ex-best friend. We don't need bloggers around. We don't need canons. We don't need people who, but Jennifer won. Jennifer is literally scrambling around doing Teresa's dirty work. And she's going, and that's the reason why you have all this conflict with Marge, because you keep doing Teresa's dirty work. And now here comes Jackie. You signed up to be the next flunky of the village idiot, looking like a fucking drunk fool. Why did she say that to you? Why did she say that? That was a private conversation between me and my friend. Oh, was it? Not when you in her face talking shit. I'm about to share our private conversation with our friend. I'm about to share it. Let me share it. Send this to her so I can show her that Jackie called her a slob for not tagging her. Like, I had to talk her off the ledge because she didn't get tagged in a picture. And you called me a slob and told me you hated me because I didn't tag you in a picture? You simple bitch. Get your drunk ass out of my face. And then after you get fly in Margaret's face, you run over to Joe Benigno and start hugging him and telling him you love him. Get your hands off of my husband. Margaret walked her ass right over there and said, she's not cool with me right now. You don't need to be hugging her. Don't do that. It's very that wasn't passive. That was fucking aggressive. Bitch, don't cuss at me in my motherfucking face. Accuse me of some shit that I didn't do to you so that you can prove whatever to your fucking weird ass self. And then you go over and hug on my husband, talking about you love him. Get your hands off my husband and get your drunk ass out of all of our faces, you fucking loser. You and Evan can go, even though we think he's cute. Go, both of y'all. Take your asses out of here. Evan, get your drunk ass wife and get out of here. Dolores and Jackie, why does she go so low? Don't tag me. She didn't tag me in a post. Margaret sends Dolores the text where Jackie called Dolores a slob. I'm checking on my dog, a fucking slob, and I hate her. She was like, that was just for that situation. I apologize for that. I don't know why she would say that. She's an insecure fucking psychotic. It's over for her. And then you saw Dolores. Dolores was pissed. Oh, I'm the slob. She was like, bitch, where I'm from, calling somebody a slob is not it. I'm the slob, but your ass is always fucking crying over everything, crying all day long, crying every day. You know Dolores don't like a bitch who cries. Dolores can stand a sensitive bitch. Bitch, you crying all the time, but I'm the slob. You crying all the time, slobbering at the mouth, but I'm the fucking slob. Okay, bitch. And that was the end of the episode. I was here for it. I was here for it. And somebody on Twitter was like, he is here. Hold on. I'm about to show you. They said, hold on. I don't think I've been more embarrassed by a housewife's husband than this. Marge said, wait. Marge said, show her your phone. And he threw that arm up so quick, like the good little soldier he is. Yeah. You're the fucking captain in your relationship and you still running around like a measly little soldier. You're the general in the shit and you still running around like a fucking private. Ah. Yeah, you still walking around like you just got here, ho, in your own fucking team of one marriage where you're the mule and the mattress and the maid. Y'all don't know what it's like for your husband to throw their arms up real quick after you done told him to do something for you, huh? He still sits there. You got to ask him 2 or 3 times before he actually moves, huh? Oh, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what the real Bonnie and Clyde type of situation is. You don't know what it's like. Bitch, you doing the robbery and driving the getaway car. Your nigga sitting in the back counting the money that you done stole, honey. Uh-huh. I've never seen a man throw his arm up so quick, like the good little soldier he is. Your husband should be your soldier, right? Y'all act like, oh, they're supposed to be protectors and providers, and you doing all the protecting and providing. You the damn soldier. You the damn lieutenant. You doing everything. You on the front lines. All he doing is sitting there. You want to tell your husband to do something for you, and he moved right into action in your favor. That's what you should want. You should want a soldier, right? The way that Ray always tells Karen, I'm a soldier. Like she said, I'm a soldier for our relationship. Oh, okay. You a soldier while he's cheating on you. You a soldier while he really don't have all the money you say he has. You the soldier. Yeah, you goddamn right. You a no limit soldier. I thought I told you, girl. It's called having your wife's back. That's what I said. Surely you would be more embarrassed if your husband quietly sat at a dinner table opposite another man who was raising his voice and insulting you, all while demanding an apology. That seems much worse than pointing a phone to share a screenshot. No, right. Like Louis sat there while John Fuda was wearing Teresa out and didn't say one word to John Fuda. Not one, not be quiet. Don't talk to my wife like that. None of that. Y'all don't get that. But when Joe goes like this, check your phone. That's the team. That's the kind of nigga I want on my side. That's the kind of nigga I want on my team. That's the kind of soldier I want. Hello. There's a middle ground for having your partner's back and getting involved and mixing it. No, we husbands and wives out here. Teresa never needs anyone to fight her battle, but yet Jennifer Aiden is right there. Girl, give me a break. If Louis did this for Teresa, you'd be lapping it up, screeching about how great a husband he is, right? If Louis would have done what Joe Benigno did, y'all be like, see, that's what kind of man. See, Louis is that man. See, y'all don't know exactly what we saying to you is what you would be saying to us, but you don't fucking understand. You don't know. I said, yeah, too bad you don't know what it's like for your husbands to serve you. You don't. You don't. Y'all are used to being the mule and wearing it as a badge of honor, but when y'all see a man doing as his wife asked and immediately moving into action, y'all can't take it. Y'all are used to being a married team of one. What else did I say? Teresa knows the blue label holds a sentimental value because Nono used to drink it, because maybe she was trying to say sorry or a silent peace offering. Joe got emotional immediately. Melissa knew not to show him that bottle because he got upset real quick. That's my girl. Somebody said, I don't care if you like Marge or not. This immediately is in one of the top 10 housewife gameplays of all time. She had perfect hearing from across the room to throw the bomb in Jackie's lap. Excellent performance. It was good. It was good. She was like, here, let me show her where she called her a slob. When I tell you Margaret got files on you hoes, you worried about Louis Ruelas. You better get with Margaret Josephs. She said, well, y'all, what's her tagline? Where y'all was taking low shots. What was she saying? I was taking screenshots. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Let me know what you think, girl. Teresa was barely in the episode. Barely. Anyways, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.